ain't I work a plan now? Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure. They want the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And it's a touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rolling to his left. He gets this one to Mechie. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Texans had 8-3 now. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, it's Stroud. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
And now Watson throws another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are in great shape here. Take over at their 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Stroud. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. But the big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017, three-time Pro Bowler as a Texan, and was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans. From the red zone now, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's go.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Pierce will try to pick it up. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
Game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Stroud now on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Stroud here on third and long. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Right side complete. That's Woods. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Stroud. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on first down, Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Down inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Takes it to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down throw now from Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Second down and 5. Here goes Stroud again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for him.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 33. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, you don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season. Because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another carry for Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pierce now up the middle.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's Watson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.